Hey guys, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here. We're gonna do some core work on the exercise ball. All right, so we're just good basic stuff. Awesome for strengthening the middle of the trunk right in here. All right, so we only have 5 exercises. Now you could do this one time through, you could do this a couple times through, 3 times through would be a pretty extreme workout. So even one time through is gonna be awesome. All right, so 1 minute each exercise. I'm gonna roll right into it, all right? Almost quite literally. So sitting on the ball, walk the feet out and roll back. Here we go, timer's going. Fingertips behind the ears. I'm doing some small crunches on the stability ball here. Now as I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep my heels down on the ground. I'm bringing my feet underneath my knees, so I'm not out here. My feet are underneath my knees. You'll get a better lower abdominal work with that position there. Now, I'm not curling up. I'm looking up at the ceiling. Chin's pulled back. I'm not sticking the chin out. I'm trying to keep that chin pulled back and doing the squeeze here. I'm imagining right along these ribs, squeezing in, right in there. Now with my hands behind there, I've actually added a little more weight into the system so my abs get to squeeze a little bit harder. All right. The focus is the key part here. Lower abdominals pulled in. You can try to tighten your glutes a little bit while you do it. And the farther you roll back, the harder it is. If I roll down here a little bit more, it's easier. If I roll back, it's harder. Don't roll back so far that you fall on your head, but find your right challenge. All right, so there's a minute of that one. Then we've got back extensions here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to lay down on the ball, curling over and coming up. Curling over here and coming up. All right, like I'm coming down to kiss the ball or something. All right, coming down and coming back up. Coming down, coming back up. Glutes tight, abs pulled in. Whoa, that good work in there. So what we're trying to do is, we're not trying to hyperextend. I'm not going up beyond straight. I'm going curling over, coming back to a straight position. All right, try to keep my glutes tight there because we want to make sure that we're not compromising the back, but we are strengthening the back. So just like we just did for the front side, you get a little bit of burn in your abs. You might get a little burn in your lower back. All right, it should be that kind of warming feeling that slowly builds. A warm that kind of keeps building up as you do it. All right, we're gonna shift forward a little bit and we're gonna do a leg lift. Right in here. All right, so I'm lifting, I shifted forward enough so I get my elbows on the ground and forward enough that my legs can come off the ground without me just falling backwards. All right, should be forward enough for that. Squeezing up. Lower abdominals pulled in. Squeezing up in there. Very nice, very nice. So we got 1 minute of this to do it. Now again, we're not flinging up. We're coming back to straight. Bending this way, coming back to straight. Lower abdominals pulled in hard. Glute squeeze at the top of that. All right, so your goal here is, can I get my legs to move without my lower back changing position? So we're not arching, extending, or anything like that. The back is staying more consistent right in here. It's even more consistent than that last one. The back extension there should be even more steady there. Now we got the alternate arm and leg. We're gonna shift back a little bit, and opposite arm lift and leg there. So I got right arm, left leg up right now, and back down. It's not about how high you lift. Again, a lot of these aren't about how high you lift. It's about controlling the core as you do it. So my lower abdominals are pulled in. I'm trying to balance on the ball as much as I can. See how my hands are out in front? They're not underneath me pushing me up off the ball. They're out in front, and I'm balancing on the ball as I do this. All right, so sometimes you lose your balance a little bit. The more of that balancing you're doing, like the less ground contact, or the less intense ground contact you're doing, the better. And so my back is getting warm this way. I can feel it. I can feel it getting more toasty. These are some of my favorites. Some of my favorites. These are actually ones that help me dig out of some pretty bad lower back issues. Oh, very nice. All right, now we're gonna flip back over and go back to the crunch again. All right, so we got to work front, back, and now front again. All right. And we're finishing off with this one, so we could put that extra bit of effort in. Remember, the farther back you roll, the more challenging it is. If it gets too much, sometimes it's actually easier to put the hands down here. All right. You can also feel your abs more sometimes when you put those hands on the abs there. You can imagine like there's a block here, you're trying to bring them together a little bit. Right there. Oh. Again, that motion is not created by my head, all right? My head is going along for the ride. I'm not flinging the head up and down, which is a lot of people do when they're doing ab stuff. It needs to be the abs doing the work. Squeezing, pulling in. So I'm pulling the abs in as I come up. They're pulling in as I come up there. Oh, and that changes things. Hold it, squeeze it. All right. All right, so if you really focus in on that, you can get some really good work out of those core muscles there, all right? And it can be good. If you go too hard, you go too far, you go like, okay, that was a great 1 set, I'm gonna do 3 sets, all right? Be careful when you go for more because you might get in bad positions, all right? You might get sloppier. So it's better to do a small amount of really good quality focus work than to do a lot of junk, all right? Way better to do good focus rather than junk, all right? So nail that focus, get the core stuff, get that lower back work, and you're really going to enjoy it there. All right, so this is Jeremy saying have fun, be safe, God bless.